to this week's update. So you'll notice again things are changing, things are getting moved around as always, creating more space on the outside here. So I'm going to start throwing stuff like the eggplant here onto the side because we don't want the heat all the time. I'll move that later when I've got two hands, but we don't really want to keep them on the heat all the time. We want to make sure that they grow through the heat, and then we sort of get them away from that to slow down the growth a bit, because obviously we don't want monsters. So we do have monsters here. Unfortunately, this is the bumblebee, but I do have more of those growing here, so just in case that one is completely done, I've been putting it in the little greenhouses that we have, keeping it alive that way until the roots recover. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. The same happened to this guy, but this guy's looking a lot healthier, so it just might be that this one's done, but we'll see. We'll give it a bit more time. Fingers crossed that we're able to be good with that. We are getting more of that mold that I was talking about, and I actually think with this one, a lot of the mold is actually coming from the cardboard pot that I've got it in. I've been seeing these cardboard pots. They're a great idea, but I don't think they're very mold resistant, and I've seen quite a bit of mold in a few of them. I'm not happy with that, but hey, just won't buy them next year. So things are changing here. We've got more stuff germinating at the back. So I've got a couple of, we've got some mold in one of them, so I'm going to have to get that outside. They're peanuts, so basically I think they're upside down right now, so I'm going to have to flip them when I replant them. But I don't know if you can see, but these are the actual peat moss containers, the little pods. So yeah, that's fun. Always fun dealing with mold. So yeah, as soon as I replant that in a pot, that'll be fine. So no real updates here, just trying to get some growth out of some things. We'll see what actually works and whether I need to supplement my garden with anything this year from the garden store. Hopefully not, but if we do, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, we'll go out into the garage next, just show you quickly what's going on there, and then we can actually see what's going on in the balcony and the garden as well. So let's go to the garage. Okay, so we're in the garage, and as you can see, we've got a lot of plants brought outside here. The very back here, you'll notice a little reflection in this. Unfortunately, it's going through the plastic. At the back, that's goji. I've taken a snipping from the goji plant in my garden because a colleague wants to grow goji in their location, so it's like, yeah, sure, I can transplant one and get over to you. So getting that to them next week. And we've got all of the other ones, so we've got some tomato plants, I think the beefsteaks at the back there. We've got some of the pickles and such. So they're seeming to be okay. I put a bit of straw for the early ones for a bit of insulation. I don't know if that's helping. Did the same here because this looks like it's not doing so well. So likely we're going to have to replace this. This is the Scotch bonnet. Likely we're going to have to get another Scotch bonnet this year, but we'll see. Hoping not the same for the jalapeno. I'm seeing some green in the stems, but don't know if we're going to get anything from it. But yeah, we will see. And that's it really in the garage. So we'll go to the balcony next. So see you there. Okay, so we're out on the balcony now, and notice we've got this guy half filled up. Need to fill it up a bit more. We're actually seeing a bit more progress on these strawberry plants. I think I'll need to top them up with a bit of soil to cover their heads, the crowns a little bit, and similar with the other ones, because problem with having the window boxes here, the way they slant, the water ends up washing the soil to the front, meaning the back gets kind of empty and it doesn't really cover the plant. So yeah, these strawberry plants are coming along well. These ones look like they're dead, so likely I'm going to have to get some of the strawberries from here when they start shooting out and basically just fill this in. I've got 2 more of these. I don't know what to do that with strawberries. It would be great if we get lots of strawberries, but we'll see. So in this pot here, as you can see, we've got some peas. So little shoots, they can handle the cold out here. But anyway, I've also got these guys. So these guys just go over. And this is not really for the temperature. It will help if it needs to get that help. But basically, you just pin it in. If I can do this with one hand, that would be great. We pin it in. We got 3 of them, but unfortunately I can't find all of the pins, so 2 will do for now. It's got a little vent on the top, but I just took it off today so they could get some water because it's been raining all day. So we've got another one here, little guy, and we've got one here. This little guy was very small, so I left it in the cardboard. The others I just took out and let them root in there. So peas are going to be doing well, hopefully. So again, we've got another one of these. We just cover it over, and yeah, if the squirrels get on the balcony, that should protect it. Also, I've got this little, we got a Christmas tree seed for Christmas this year. So growing this, I just thought I'd bring it outside, let it get some natural water, sunlight, and let it start growing. So that'll be coming out once I'm going to start using that bed, but just put it in there now for a bit of extra warmth and let it sort of do its thing. So that's it really for the balcony. So let's go on to the back garden. Okay, so welcome out into the garden, where you can see again we've got some more peas, and we've got them with the straw insulation there, the straw mulch. Again, left this open today, but I'm going to cover it over, and I'll show you why in a minute. The reason why I cover it part again, to get the heat overnight, to make sure it doesn't get too cold, which it shouldn't now, but there is another reason, and again, it's pests. These strawberries look like they're not coming back, so likely we'll have to take all of that soil out and repot it and get some strawberries, likely from these pots. So as you can see, they're not very strong yet, they're not very big, but hopefully we'll get some good strawberries out of those. And again, we're going to have to do the same here. So a lot of work with strawberries. We may have, it may be a weed over here, it may be signs of growth, I don't know. It looks more like a weed to me, but we'll see. Fingers crossed we get some stuff. And this pea is doing very well. I'm really loving it here. So likely I will be keeping this on for another half of a week. But yeah, the signs there of something digging this up while I had it uncovered. We've got these stones. It's a bit of a mess here at the moment because I need to do some work, but we've got these stones here, and we're actually going to take them out to the side of the house. We're going to have a sunflower garden there, as well as other flowers. Let's go over and see. Not seeing any signs of life from the blueberries yet, which I'm kind of worried about because they do kind of look dead. I'm hoping I haven't killed them again, but we'll see. If we have, I'll just have to buy a couple of others and put that cost on the on the checkbook. We are seeing signs of life from the raspberries though, so that's great. One thing I will say with the raspberries is we need to make sure that we just watch it and don't water it. If it needs watering, if you see that stress, we will. But in the past I've been too guilty of watering it too often, and yeah, that's how the last one died, so won't be making the same mistake there. Goji bush is full of life already, full of lots of new shoots, which is great. It just shoots off every direction possible. It likes to hang over. Really, I should have supported it a bit more at the bottom. I have done it with some string here. This guy is supporting itself by just shooting right up. Yeah, let's see how that goes this year. Last year got a nice little infestation, and that kind of killed it off for this year, for last year, sorry. So yeah, the mint's coming through amazing, which is great. And we'll just put mulch there because I'm likely going to put some eggplants in there like I did last year, or something else. We'll see. So here's why I put the cover on. I don't know if you can see inside, but basically something got in and dug up, and there was a pea over in that corner there. It's gone. Didn't get this pea though, so kind of odd. Just need a little snack, I guess. But yeah, so I guess what happened was there's too much of a space here. I just need to sort of clamp that down with something, and it just went underneath, and you can see signs of something doing the same over there on that one. Luckily enough, that one's still untouched, so we're good there. I guess it didn't venture in too much. We've got leeks here. The leeks aren't looking so great, but yeah, I might stop doing leeks by seed because they're just troublesome, and you can buy a big box of them for next to nothing anyway, so it's all a learning curve. And again, we got 2 tiny little peas here, so really that's all of the updates this week. Yeah, there will be more coming out in the next week because the temperature's going up next week or the week after, so until then I'll be likely planting some more stuff in the basement. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Speak to you soon.